4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Hello there. We are live from Mandarin Oriental. My name is Razi. I am District 51 Program Quality Director. Together with me this morning is...
I am Patricia Yap, Distinguished Toastmaster. I am from District 51, Pathways Lee. We are super excited to share with you today our most amazing program to start your morning, Icebreaker.
Yes, this is the Icebreaker, your gateway to Toastmasters education program. We are live. It is being recorded and it will be uploaded in YouTube too. And we are here with the objective of sharing with you on how to begin your Toastmasters journey by delivering your icebreaker speech.
Icebreaker certainly is one of the most important speeches in your entire journey as a Toastmaster. Razi, do you agree?
Of course, I do, because it is the project that will determine your comfort level.
Yeah.
Whether, wow, what do I do next? How do I improve from now onwards? What is my comfort level? I think that's very important for us to know.
Super important. I can still remember when the first time I did my icebreaker, I have no idea what I was doing. It was like, oh my God, what I'm going to do, right? So today, the session, Razi has really structured it very carefully. We'll give you an overview right now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. While I'm talking, perhaps, Patricia, you can switch on your iPad for us to see our outline. So what we're going to do today is to briefly tell you on how we are going to access the Icebreaker project. And of course, what we need to do, then how to deliver it to meet the purpose statement.
Yes.
And of course, and how do we take it forward by incorporating the feedback to improve ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay, Patricia, let me ask you one question.
Yes, question
You
time.
have completed 11 paths.
Yes.
So how many icebreaker projects that you have delivered?
You know, Razi, to be very, very honest with you, I lost count. I don't remember how many. Because think about it, actually, even during your school days, your teacher would have asked you, Razi, would you like to introduce yourself to your classmate, right? So you started probably at school.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
But when it comes to Toastmasters journey, in my case, I have delivered at least 5 icebreaker speeches. 5. 4 in pathways, and of course 1 during the competent communication level.
Yeah. I remember when I did that too. That was a pretty good start because in Toastmasters, they give you a very, very great way to start your icebreaker. So in fact, icebreaker is actually kind of a mini speech, right, Razi?
Yes, of course, indeed. It takes about 4 to 6 minutes. But, well, how to begin actually? First and foremost, you need to log in to your Toastmasters Basecamp.
Please log into your Basecamp. If you don't know how to log in, please go back to our YouTube channel whereby we'll lead you step by step how to log into your Basecamp. Even if you have no idea how to log in yet, go ahead and Google it and get your Icebreaker menu, which Razi has printed right here.
Then once you log in, you go to the Basecamp. You go to the Basecamp. Then you will have access to all the resources. 3 important resources that I would like to share with you this morning. The first one is the manual. This is like 20 or 24 pages of manual. I recommend you not to print it.
Yes, please don't print. Save the trees.
Save the trees, okay? And don't print it at all. And second one is the speech.
But why you print? You say don't print. Why you print?
No. I print only to show, but
See?
I normally don't print it myself. I have delivered so many projects, I never printed a single copy.
Exactly. See, Razi is so dedicated to serve all of you in his position as a program quality director. That's why he printed it, right?
Yes, correct.
To make sure we have some visual and some props to keep you guys engaged.
The third document that's very important is the evaluation form. Okay? And let's go through these documents. First, what is the purpose statement of your Icebreaker project?
Very good. Icebreaker project. I shall read from the e-document, okay? If you like
Correct.
to get, okay, listen to this. The purpose statement of an icebreaker is actually for the member to introduce himself, herself, or folks to the club and to the members, and certainly learn the basic structure of a speech.
Correct. You will have your evaluator, and then in the meeting there will be general evaluator. The general evaluator will read the notes to the evaluator. It goes something like this: the member is completing his or her first speech in Toastmasters. The goal of the evaluation is to give the member an effective evaluation of his or her speech and delivery style. So that's the purpose. Okay, it's about introducing yourself. So how did you introduce yourself for the last 11 part?
Yeah, for the last event path. Hey, tell me about it. First time, second time, third time, I thought it's so boring to introduce myself. I will start from, you know what? When I was born, I was never born in Malaysia. I was born somewhere out there.
Where?
So for me,
Where? Where?
how many of you want to know where I was, like the birthplace? Please type in the chat box, or give us some emoticon, make us feel a little. Because later on, I'm also going to ask Radzi where he was born. I have no idea really. And as for me, yes, of course, I was born in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Please laugh.
I was born in a village in the driest town in Malaysia.
Oh, wow.
So that's a pop quiz for you.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the driest town in Malaysia? You know the wettest is Taiping.
I don't know. Seriously, this is so new to me. Oh my god.
The driest is Kuala Pilah. That's where I was born. Okay. Okay, there are two ways of approaching your icebreaker
Icebreaker.
speech. The first one is the most traditional or the traditional
Format,
style. Yeah,
style.
the traditional style, of which I
Rambam.
have a formula here. It is called FORM. Okay? FORM. You know what, Pat?
FORM.
Whenever you meet someone new,
Yeah.
that person would most likely would be interested about all this FORM.
Yeah. What is FR?
Yeah. So what's
What
the first
acronym?
F? So what's the first letter? F, not the first F.
The
So
first F can stand for so many things. To
yes,
me.
to me, when we talk to people, people will be interested to know about our family.
Family.
Correct,
F for family.
Yes, we are family.
We are a happy family, right, Toastmasters?
Yes, and that's what people will be interested to know about us. It's like, how many of you in the family?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Yeah? And then, what are you in the family?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm number
And-
what?
Yes, you're number what?
You're number what? Tell us your number what.
Yeah, I'm number 5 in the family. Yeah?
I'm number 1. Yay.
Yes, and then.
Wow, very big family, Radzi.
Correct.
Wow, number
And
5.
how many in the family? So
Yeah, how
that's
many in the
nothing.
family?
I have 10 brothers and sisters.
10. Oh my god, it's a perfect 10.
Yes, if my elder brother did not die when he was small, perhaps we will have 11 of us.
Wow.
So enough for us to play soccer.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
amazing. See, now I get to know Radzi a little better. Even though I've known you for like, what, 10? I mean, if
Yeah.
not 10, 9 or 8 years.
Correct. And that's what we need to do in introducing ourselves to the club members, for them to know us better. Yeah? So that, well, we can build the trust.
Yes.
And
Trust.
perhaps you can go even further than just introducing about your family. And there are many things that you can talk about your family actually. What did your father do
Yes.
to make a living?
Yes.
How about your mother?
Yes.
And you can even go, in describing about your family members. The first one, how are they
Yeah.
like? And you, being the one in the middle, how do
Yeah.
you feel?
Second child syndrome.
Yes, correct.
Cikgu Lim, hello, welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
Correct. And that's what we need to do actually in order to deliver the icebreaker speech. That's the first letter, F.
Wow. You know what? Now I think, actually, for me to just talk about my family, 4 minutes, we got enough, right?
We're good enough. Yes. And in icebreaker speech, you just need to have the body of about 4 points. Don't go beyond that.
Yes.
If you go beyond that, I can tell you something. 6 minutes will never be enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, you will hit the overtime button, ching, ching, ching. Then people
Correct.
will be like, ah,
Yes.
I miss out.
And the next letter is O. What is O, Pat?
Yeah, and see, another question asked me again. O for me can be occupation.
Exactly. What do you do at work? Where do you work? And how long have you been in that company? Where were you before? And then
wow.
where do
Yeah.
you go to college?
Yeah.
And is this the work that you've been looking for? And are you excited
Yeah.
about coming to work?
Excited every day because
Yeah,
I don't make money.
how's the environment at work with your boss and with your colleague? And these are the things that you can share with your colleagues. In fact, for those who are in corporate club,
Yeah.
and really it's about getting to know each other
Yes.
better. And it is about building that collaboration with the other colleagues.
Right.
And that's how we begin.
Yes.
Because we are taking we get to know each other a lot better.
Yes.
We know a little bit about their vulnerabilities
Oh,
as well.
vulnerability. I like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
correct. Yes, and that's how we build trust. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
You see, in an icebreaker, you talk about your family, then you talk about your occupation, because a lot of time, by the time we knew each other, we were already adults, right?
Correct. And Pat, tell me more about your occupation.
Yeah. I am in a super exciting industry. I deal with money a lot. So for some of you, if you want to give it a try, please guess my occupation.
Are
But-
you a banker?
I used to be a banker
Okay.
when I was still a student because I started working part-time. This one, I'm not sure if Jazzy, you know a little bit of my background. I
Okay,
started
go ahead.
working. I started working when I was in university. That was in Canada. I was a part-time banker. You won't believe this. So I tried as a receptionist, as a personal banking assistant. I've done a whole bunch of work. I think that actually gave me the idea that I need to improve myself as a communicator. Because when you're a banker, you have to talk to so many people. Right?
Correct. Yeah. And for me, well, I've been in HR, in learning and development, and that position requires me to talk, and not just talk for about 30 minutes, but to conduct a training for 1 full day.
Oh my God, that is so hard.
Correct.
Can you do
and
that?
not just 1 full day, 2 full days.
Two-
By the end of that 2 full days, I can tell you I am an introvert, and my energy is drained out.
Oh wow, I
Rock bottom.
can't believe it.
I got
Wow.
nothing left.
So you were once upon a time introverted.
Yes, correct.
Oh.
Due to work, due to environment, well, I slowly become an extrovert.
Yeah.
But here, through and through introvert. Yeah,
See?
deep inside.
I think this is such a great discovery because a lot of us probably think only extroverts can talk,
Yeah.
can be really, really loud and having fun in life. But no, whether your personality is introverted, extroverted, does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
No, that has nothing to do with your communication style, by the way.
And someone is saying that when you are in sales, you need to be an extrovert. No,
No,
also not true.
not true.
Some of the successful salesmen, they're all introvert.
I can think of one person actually.
Who's that?
It's a world famous leader that changed your life and my life.
Okay, that is
That
Rafi
is-
Smedley. Is that
Dr. Rafsi Smedley, certain. I do feel he looks really introverted.
introvert?
Don't he?
Yes, correct. And what make an introvert successful in sales? It is because they use the power of listening. They listen, listen, and listen. They
Wow.
talk less. By listening, they understand the needs of the customers better.
I need to learn this. Listen more. I just want to say hello to Janet. Janet is also our good friend in
Alright.
District 51 Penang. Thank you, Janet, for tuning
Yeah,
in.
that's my occupation. Yeah, and next,
Hey, Hakim. Hi, Hakim.
the other letter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other letter is R.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
R, yeah,
Yes.
R. Saiful,
R.
R. What say you? Saiful, let us know what is the R to you.
Saiful Ikram, introvert rules the world. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. Not many extroverts outside there
Yeah.
who are making it. Well, I mean, uh, we got to study that, yeah, to find out more about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And R, what is R?
Yeah, R. Tell me about it, R.
Yes, R is recreation or your hobby.
Hobbies.
Yeah, so what is it that you do on weekend? What is your passion other than coming to work? What is it that make you feel that you are doing something that is worthwhile during weekend? And that will make you excited to look forward to weekend. Yeah?
Yes.
And is it something that you
R for Razi.
go out with your friends? Yeah, go out with your friends. Is it something that you do on your own? For example, what is your hobby, Pat?
When I think about
R
a
for
hobby,
Razi.
I have so many.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
give you a love as well. So
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
I think one of the hobbies that we both share, we love greeneries. Love to go to the nature, right?
Yes, of course. I used to do that a lot. Yeah. Every weekend or every other weekend, I would go out and climb mountain, hill around KL, around Malaysia, up to the extent to, of course, Kota Kinabalu, as well as to Indonesia. And I do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rinjana? Have you been to Rinjana?
Rinjani, no.
Rinjani, sorry.
Yes, I've never been to Rinjani.
R
Yeah,
again.
I've been to Gunung Merapi in
Ah,
Padang.
wow.
And that's what we do. And there are so many stories to share
Yeah.
when it comes to your hobby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And again, first you can talk about your first hobby. You can talk
Yeah.
about your
Second hobby.
Yes. And all of us would have like 2 or 3 hobbies.
Yes.
And that's what's keeping us busy, engaged, and occupied at the same time.
And happy.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So that's O.
Yeah. That's
The
O
last
and
one.
R. A
The last one,
recreation,
M.
the last one.
R
M.
is Razi, M is Muhammad.
Muhammad Razi.
Yes,
Hey,
correct.
by the way, Muhammad is actually the most popular name in the entire world. You know that?
Yes. Jennifer
or
is
not?
saying something there. R is for rest and relax.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And talk more about that in your icebreaker.
Yes.
Yeah. M stands for motivates or motivation.
Motivation.
What motivates you to be where you are, and where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
Yes, I love motivation. I'm a big fan of motivation. That's why I ended up being a Toastmaster.
Yes. And the thing is, when it comes to Toastmasters, yeah, you can talk about it at this time. Yeah? At this juncture, you can talk about it. What made you join Toastmasters, and
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years in Toastmasters?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is such a perfect space
Like-
for you to do some reflection while
Correct.
you are spending time, especially now.
Yeah.
Membership renewal, if you haven't renewed, I really want you to go ahead and renew, because it's a space for you to
Correct.
keep motivating yourself, right, Razi?
Yes. Not just to renew, especially this year, make that +1 pledge. So what it means is for you to bring in at least one guest to the meeting.
Yes.
Only one.
Only
Imagine
one.
that all of us, about 3,000 plus of us
In District 51.
all of us bring in one guest, and how many members would benefit from Toastmasters, in improving their life, in transforming their life to become better in communication and becoming better leader.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Saiful, I like it. Yes, my hobby is clubbing, halal
Yes,
clubbing.
halal
Hence, I
clubbing.
see you every now and then.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. In
Everywhere, all at once.
in District 51 as well as in
District 102.
District 102.
Maybe District 80.
Yeah.
And because of that, we just want to give a shout to all of you resonating with Razi. 1+1, right? This is actually what our international president, Razi.
Yeah, +1 pledge.
Razi. Ruddy Spear.
Ruddy Spear.
Hey, another R again here.
Yeah.
Ruddy Spear has mentioned. Why don't you just invite one friend to come to your Toastmasters meeting?
Yes, correct. So what motivates you to join Toastmasters, Pat? What made you join Toastmasters?
What made me join? That's a
Yes.
very solid question, but I'm going to be very vulnerable.
Okay, go
Oh my
ahead.
God.
Go ahead.
Send me some love while I'm being vulnerable.
And don't cry.
And don't cry. I think one of the very important thing is I have a life purpose, which I'm so excited about, but I need the audience.
Okay.
I need the audience. I need the platform to share my passion. My passion is super big, but I thought, hey, why not do it in a space that I feel very safe, protective while I'm crafting my speech. I'm trying to improve
Wow.
my speeches and all that, right? Does that make sense to you,
Yes, of
Razi?
course, it does, it does. And it's such a big platform for you, of which you end up, delivering, I do not know,
I
100
know.
speeches.
Oh, hundreds and even thousands of speeches. Because it's been like the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years. Like Razi is probably
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
brother, a
Yeah.
little, I think, Toastmasters age, right? He's a
Yes.
little younger than me, right?
Slightly.
When did you join?
I joined in 2015. I think almost the same
I
year.
joined in 2014
All
October.
right.
You were what month?
9 September.
Oh, September. See?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. A
A
baby.
year plus.
A baby has born.
All right, and it's been 9 years, and I am now moving into my 10th year. Why I joined Toastmasters? It is because I wanted to become better storyteller. I can tell story, I can tell joke, but I want to become better. I want to be able to move people to go to a certain direction,
Yeah.
to make decision, for them to change their life.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do, because I look at my boss at the time, my CHRO.
Ah.
She didn't have that much of vocal variety,
Yeah.
and not that much of stage presence, but
Yeah.
with the storytelling, he could move all of us to become excited in whatever that we are doing there in HR at that time. And that's what I want to become. Yeah.
This is so great. Listening
Yeah.
to Radzi's sharing his heartfelt reasons for joining Toastmasters, I couldn't agree more. And thank you so much, Janet, for M is for certainly mindset and momentum as well. Yes.
Correct.
Yes. we
Thank
need
you
that
so much for sharing on that. Okay. And now that you have delivered, or now that you have planned to deliver,
Yes.
and of course, when you plan something, it is something new for you. You will be nervous,
no.
right?
I'm so nervous.
Yes. The question is how to overcome that
The
nervousness.
butterflies.
For,
You guys have a lot of butterflies?
For the first timer. Yeah. So how do you overcome that butterflies in your stomach?
Tell me, I'm
Pat?
going to be very vulnerable again.
Yeah.
Talking about butterflies, even though I've been talking to so many years now, I still get butterflies. So I just want to let all of us know having butterfly is so normal. It's normal, right?
Yeah, it is
if
normal.
you're human beings, you're going to feel the nervousness because we are so excited, right? So I think one of the things is also a mindset switch, letting me accept the butterflies in my stomach. And of course, I would be talking to my mentor.
Yeah.
If my mentor is Razi, I'll be saying, oh my God, Razi, I'm so nervous. Can you
Yes.
just share with me some technique so that I don't
Yes.
black out when I'm on stage?
Correct.
What are some of the basics maybe I should?
The basic thing is to accept the fact that nervousness is normal. It is normal to have the butterflies in the stomach before we talk to an audience. And in order to overcome that, to me, very importantly, is for us to be prepared. Yeah, prepare in
Prepare.
advance. Yeah, prepare in advance in the sense that first talk to someone who have been there. Yeah? In this case, perhaps talk to your mentor.
Yeah.
On how to craft your speech. Yeah? So crafting your speech is very important. People may have said this to you. It is your life experience. It's okay. No need to craft anything. Go ahead and speak on the spot. No. Exactly. That's not the way to do it.
No.
Craft it in advance so that you can time it, so that you can have that good opening and very nice body of your speech, and then you can conclude it within that 6 minutes or maximum 6 minutes 29 or 30 seconds. And that's why we need to craft it.
Yeah.
And that is one. To craft or to write your speech.
Yes.
And secondly, it is for you to rehearse. Yeah, to rehearse your speech.
Yep.
And you may want to rehearse your speech with your friend, with your family members. Who else?
With your pet, P-E-T.
Yeah,
If you have a cat.
Not pet, not P-A-T.
Not P-E-T.
Yeah. And then all in front of a mirror.
Yes.
Go ahead and rehearse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what we are doing now.
Correct. And thirdly, it is for you to deliver to the best of your ability. Yeah. And when it comes to technique, what do you do when it comes to technique before you are delivering your speech,
Yes.
Patricia?
Yeah. When I come to deliver my speech, even right now, I can share with you guys, when I don't craft my speech, I certainly feel more nervous than I'm crafting my speech.
Correct.
So that's one reason why we still recommend you to please craft your speech. If you can't do word by word, it's fine, but at least in point form. So
Correct.
how do I have some of the technique that helps me to deliver better? I think one of the very important technique is to practice your vocals and also your hand gestures and your
Correct.
advanced technique.
Correct.
Because that just gives you more confidence, and at the same time you just feel more alive, right? When
Correct.
you're giving the speech, you got to be alive. And I can still recall
Yeah.
last time during school days, I'm sure you guys will have a teacher or a guru or a prof who is very monotonous. It's not like that.
Yes.
Like from A to Z, no vocal variety, no eye contact, no nothing.
Yeah.
Can
Correct.
Can
But of course, when we're in school, that's different. Yeah?
Yeah.
But then when you are in corporate environment, yeah, and all of this make a difference in your speech.
Yes.
In convincing your management, yeah, towards the decision that they want you,
Yes.
that you want them to make.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially of stakeholders.
Correct.
The better you communicate, the content is important, but how you deliver makes a huge lot of difference.
We have a question there from Janet.
Yeah.
Janet or
Do we-
Janet?
yeah,
Janet.
Janet.
Do we need to memorize our speech script? Exactly. And I can tell you something about all those contestants at the world stage, the World Championship of Public Speaking. All I can say is they would have delivered their speech for at least, I don't know, 50, 100 times.
100, at least 100
times. And they have already memorized it, but still they need to deliver it, yeah, that many times so that it is embedded in their mind. So it is that it comes out naturally. So
Yeah.
hence, yes, we need to memorize our script. But then, don't make it so difficult. Don't
Yeah.
make it such a chore.
Yeah.
For you to deliver speech, for you to
Exactly.
memorize everything. So hence, my take on this is for you to memorize your speech in bullet points. Yeah.
Okay. He likes bullet point. I'll share with you another technique. Go ahead.
Yeah. But before we move on to that, when it comes to nervousness, another thing that I learned is to do a breathing technique. Yes. Inhale, exhale. Do like 3 to 5 times before you deliver your speech.
Yes.
Don't forget to smile.
Exactly. And don't
When-
forget to.
Yeah, when you deliver your speech, because by smiling, you're breaking away the nervousness. Yeah, I see a lot of people on stage, they smile. That's how we overcome the nervousness.
And before that, make sure you eat something.
How do we remember our speech script? Yeah. Move on.
How do we remember
Yeah.
our speech script?
Yes.
Oh, I learned this in university.
Yep.
Keywords. Keywords. Remember
Right.
keywords? Keywords in your speech. You got to find out. That can come from your message, right? The purpose of you delivering your icebreaker. Probably your life is a message. And if that is a message, what is that message? And that's
Correct.
why it's so important to remember the keywords.
Yes. And another thing is, so that you can remember your speech, try to share your experience, because your experience, the reason why you want to share it, because it's been here, it stays there, so hence you will not forget. Yeah, and that's why that's the best thing when it comes to becoming a good storyteller. Yeah, it's just a matter of articulating, it's just a matter of expressing yourself. Yeah? So that whatever that you have here, yeah, comes out from your mouth, and then people understand it.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't make it complicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be authentic. You see, right now we are having a breakfast now. One of the reasons why you decided to have the icebreaker during a breakfast session, very important. This is my experience, Francie.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many of you are excited to hear my story. It's a sad story, by the way.
Okay.
I was actually delivering a speech once, okay, but I was so excited that I forgot to eat. I did not eat at all because I was so excited over my speech. I'm not sure how many of you actually do not eat or drink during your speeches. If you're doing that, let me share with you, it's not a very wise thing, because after that, when I really delivered my speech on the stage, all of a sudden, I don't know why, I got so nervous. And I think probably it's due to the low sugar, whatever it is. Then I just froze and I forgot my line. And I was like shaking all over.
Yeah.
So that's why one of the reasons, I think it's a very basic thing. I think all of us know it's so important to eat the food that you're comfortable with, especially if you're giving a huge presentation, a speech, even an icebreaker can be very huge in your life, right?
Yes.
So you really want to make sure that you are feeding yourself the correct food as well. And just
Correct.
don't be too ambitious and eat something that you have not tried before.
Correct. Don't go on a special diet on that day.
Yes, please
Yeah.
don't.
You know, for all you know,
Yeah.
well, it worked very well, and it will cost you.
Yes.
You know-
Before the speech, you'll be running to the bathroom. Have you tried that
Correct.
before?
Yes.
A lot of us, oh, by the way, just another tip.
Yeah.
Before doing your speech, please really feel comfortable and
Correct.
drink some water as well, or juice.
Yes. Go to the toilet first. Yeah. Don't wait until like 5 minutes before.
Yes. You have to time yourself, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Time management.
So that's what we need to do.
Yes.
Yeah? And now, what's the process of you delivering the speech, your icebreaker speech? Let's say you're a new member, so you do not know what to do. So what is the process for you to deliver an icebreaker speech?
For me,
Yeah.
it's the one word starts with an R. R, 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 R. Not for Razzie.
Go ahead.
But R for rehearse.
Yeah.
I am a big believer in rehearsing. A lot of people always ask, hey, Pat, you can talk so much, and you talk like non-stop eloquently. No, I have to tell you, I went through very tough time. I used to stutter and stammer during my younger days. And the fact that I can talk like this, I've been doing so many FB lives, believe it or not, during the pandemic. I did continuously for 365 days.
Yeah.
So for all of you out there, if you think you can do the easy way out, let me assure you, it's not going to work. It's all a lot of work behind the scene
All right.
to be where we are today. Even Razzie, right? Razzie,
Yeah.
you've been talking like non-stop, like over the years.
Yes. And yes, thank you so much, Saiful. Rest is a weapon.
Yes.
Have a good rest prior to the day of
Yes.
you delivering your speech.
Yes.
Have a good rest.
Yes, rest.
Yeah.
Oh, the word of the day looks like is rest, is rehearse, is Razzie.
And Radhi Spear.
And Ruddy Spear. Hi, Ruddy. We wish to say hello to you as well. Thank you so much for the amazing idea. 1 + 1. Okay, go ahead.
All right. And then
rehearse. Let us know about your
Okay,
rehearsing
after-
experience, though. Yeah. I'm just
my
gonna
my
jump in.
rehearsing experience, averagely during my competent communication manual, I would rehearse for at least 3 times for all my speeches, 3 times, and there are times I would rehearse for 5 times. For my contest, I will rehearse minimum 7, or sometimes 10, or sometimes 20, and that's how many times I rehearse. Yeah? But being a first timer, you may not have an idea how to deliver your icebreaker speech and how to go about doing it. Yeah? Very importantly, approach your vice president education. Yeah, they are the one who are scheduling these speeches by the members of your club. approach them, or sometimes since you're already a member, you'll be approached by them. And just agree on a date that you're going to deliver your speech, and after that, give yourself about 2 weeks at least, for you to prepare.
Yeah.
Then after that, you can start preparing. You can start crafting a speech, and of course, rehearsing to the best of your ability.
Yeah. And to make it easier, actually, Razi, I just
Yeah.
remembered, you know,
Yeah.
our Toastmaster International is very much AI driven as well. There is actually a little guy in the TI website that helps us in
It's
reversing
called
our speech, right?
Udly.
Yay, Udly.
Yes, Udly. Yes, and I used to use Udly a lot in my meeting, especially for table topics.
Yes.
Whenever we are short of role players, we do not have the table topics evaluator, so hence we use Udly.
Yeah.
The questions are there, and of course, when it comes to evaluations, it's all being evaluated by AI. Udly.
Yes. Yes, yes,
I've
yes.
never used Udly for my speeches as yet. Have you?
I have
Yeah,
occasionally.
and,
You can just talk
share
to
with us your
Udly.
experience.
Yeah, talk to Udly. Use Udly to record your speech. Then Udly will actually count all your asks if you have any speech clutches or filler words, which is really great. And it also tells you the speed, how fast you deliver your speech.
Yeah.
That is important because a lot of us, we talk quite fast, but when we are delivering speeches, we are supposed to kind of pace ourselves
Correct.
slowly so the audience can listen to us better. So all this little thing, you can actually do it 24/7 because Udly is there as long as you have connectivity, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, perhaps these are some of the things that you can think about.
Yeah.
And maybe in the future we should do another Udly session too.
Correct.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, of course. And just now I talked to you about
Hi,
form.
Grace.
Yeah. The first way of approaching
Yeah.
or delivering your speech. What about the second method? So what's the second method, Pat? When it
Yeah.
comes to delivering your speech.
Yeah, the first method already shared by Razi, right, is the FORM. F for family, occupation, correct me if I'm wrong, hobby, recreation,
Yeah.
in your motivation, right?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
4 that you
Yeah.
can focus on. Another common method, everybody use that all the time, chronological method.
Yes, it's all about sharing your life's journey.
Yes.
Yeah, from when you were born. I was
Yes,
born
please
in
start.
1973.
See, such a young guy, right? And I was born in 1985. Okay, this is so fun.
Yeah.
And you can let us know whether you are born in a hospital, like me, or
Yes.
Razi was born in
A clinic.
a clinic. Oh, wow.
Yes.
A clinic.
Yes.
And
yes.
I know some of you probably are born at home.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there, we know you're a baby.
Yeah.
Then after that, what?
The school, your primary school that you
Yeah.
went to, and what were you like?
Yeah. Hey, did you go to a boys' school or old boys' school or co-ed school now? I want
I
to
go
ask.
to a kampung school.
Oh, kampung school got
Mixed.
girl or not?
As pretty as you.
No wonder. See, Razi has a lot of confidence talking to either the men or the women.
Yes.
Hey, Buckets. Hi. Oh my God,
Hello
so
there.
good.
And yeah, the second way of delivering it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I've seen it so many times, especially for people who have already delivered their second icebreaker. This is their third icebreaker,
Yeah.
fourth icebreaker. So hence, they want to make it different,
Yes.
right? So how to make it different from the first three that you have already delivered? Yeah. Well, most people, well, they need to introduce themselves still. Yeah, I am from Kuala Lumpur, the driest town in Malaysia. And when I was 5 years old, I was very timid, and I was not involved in sports at all. But then, over time, things have changed. Yeah? Like in my case, I have 10 brothers and sisters. Yeah, I can tell you something. My eldest brother, yeah, when I was in my 40s, he did his first bypass. Yeah, and then still in my 40s, my second brother, he died of heart attack.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Then my third brother, I have so many brothers, right? 7 of us brothers. You know? My third brother, when he was at my sister's place, he felt pain in his chest and on his back. He went to the hospital. The moment he handed his IC at the reception, he collapsed. So hence, I learned something from here. I need to spend time to look after myself to become fit, to become healthy. So health is my priority.
I can see that.
Correct.
No
So,
wonder.
yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
He looks so good all the time. And in fact, if you guys have a chance to meet Ratzi face to face, he has an amazing energy that really motivates you. I can see his skin. He has a very nice skin. Even better than mine.
My
I
God,
am a little jealous. My skin is a little dry now, okay? But his
Yeah.
is really great. So you do like exercise, and I know
Correct.
that is
Yeah.
one
How
of
about
your
you?
passion.
Yeah.
I am very passionate about exercise as well. So I
Yeah.
try to go to the gym because I'm the type who needs somebody to
Okay. So what
To
motivates
jaga
you
me.
to go to the gym?
certainly health as well because I love to look pretty.
All right.
And also, I think I've been watching a lot of YouTubes and all. I've seen this lady. I'm not sure where she was from, but she's like 90. Okay, she's 90, 90, not 90,
Okay.
but 90.
Okay.
And she was doing acrobatic and then all this floor exercise.
Oh, I see.
She was like a young girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I just got so motivated, and that's why I figured, hey, if there's something that I can control within my life, I think we can pretty much control how we want our body to be, how healthy we want to be, and that's within our control. And as Ratzi has mentioned, his priority right now is always health, and I resonate that so fully.
Correct. So the second method is for you to focus on one aspect of your life.
Yes.
It could be your
One aspect.
hobby.
Yes, hobby.
And share with us your experience in that hobby.
Yes,
Yeah.
hobby.
And then you may want to go into your occupation.
Yes, you can
Share with
focus
us
that.
about what you do at work.
Yeah.
Let's say you are in fraud. You may want to share with us a few cases of the
Yeah.
fraud cases that you have come across for us to be aware of, especially the scammers outside there.
Yeah, so many scammers. So it's so
Yeah.
important to connect with your audience.
Yeah.
Whatever we are doing, we always try to connect with our
Yeah.
audience.
So that you can meet the speech objective.
Yes.
Yeah, the purpose statement. That is introducing yourself. Yeah, but at the same time, you go deeper into one aspect of your experience
Yes.
or your hobby or your occupation.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep.
You see, giving icebreaker, you can give so many times.
Yeah.
For me, every time is a new beginning to get to know myself again. Do you know yourself 100%, Ratzi?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Share with us the other icebreaker speech that you have delivered, Pat.
Well, I also did an icebreaker because I'm very visual and I love presentation. I was also when I was doing presentation mastery, I did an icebreaker using slides. That is a little advanced.
All
It's
right.
more like an advanced level if you want to
Yep.
challenge yourself.
Right.
But the manual never say you can't.
Yes.
So I used slides to introduce myself. And that was so fun.
All right, that's another way of doing it. And what I like about slide is you are guided.
Yes.
You are never astray
Yes.
from your purpose statement. Yeah. Like in my case, the other speech that I delivered, it is about my experience of mastering English. You know, I went to a kampung school, and English words are so alien to me.
Okay.
And I could hardly speak English actually.
Oh, really?
When I was
What age were you then?
Even when I was 15 years old, I could hardly speak English.
Okay.
I started mastering that subject, that language, when I was in college.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Believe it or not.
Correct. And then, well, how do I do it? Well, I start reading the English newspaper. Those days when people still read newspapers, and these days people don't. They look at their handphone.
E-paper.
E-paper.
E-newspaper.
E-newspaper. and I start listening to English songs. Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite song? Now I want to ask you.
Oh, my favorite songs. Those days I like rock music.
Oh, he likes
but
rock
pop
music.
rock. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My favorite singer at that time is Kenny Loggins.
Oh, who is he? Sorry, a different generation. Hey, but really, seriously, another technique to master your English is to listen to songs through music. It's so fun.
Exactly. Yeah. And then of course I improve my pronunciation.
Yes.
Yeah. I used to pronounce T-O-U-R as what? What is T-O-U-R?
O-U-R. Wow.
Tour,
T-O-U-R.
right? Tour.
Yeah,
Then
tour.
I didn't pronounce it as tour. I pronounced it as tower. And that's me, how bad my English was. But then, whatever happened in the past will not determine what I can or cannot do in the
Exactly.
future. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
See, now he is so different. And because of this, I want to present him a very nice flower for motivating me and hopefully motivating all of you. If you feel motivated right now to improve your English language, do the best icebreaker that you have ever done.
Correct.
Even some of you who have done it, you want to do another great icebreaker again, send us love, send us any type of emoticon. I'm going to present a very, very nice flower to our District 51 Program Quality Director, Razius. Ching, ching, ching. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. There you go. Courtesy of Mandarin Oriental.
Yes, courtesy of Mandarin Oriental. The flower goes to all of you as well.
Yes.
Keep giving your speeches.
All right.
Oh,
I think
do we have time already? Almost. Oh my God.
yeah.
We only have some time for Q&A, man.
Correct.
Time
yes.
flies.
I think we have covered.
Yeah, maybe we
everything
do a
we
quick
wanted to
summary.
Cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Grace, for your kind words.
Yes.
Yeah. We have covered the thing that we need to do when it comes to delivering icebreaker speech. Yeah? The importance of you to understand the purpose statement, for you to understand the evaluation form. How are you going to be evaluated? Then perhaps I can touch on that as well when it comes to the evaluation. Yeah?
Yes.
Maybe we may want to go through this part.
Yes.
Pat? Yeah,
You
hang
see,
on.
the beautiful
Yeah.
thing in Toastmasters,
Yeah.
everything is guided.
Yeah.
And if you download your evaluation form, we just print it as well because this is our prompt. And we just want to let you know this is the evaluation form that your evaluator will always use. So you will always be evaluated upon what you did really great, what you excel.
Correct.
And the second part is always something for you to work on, right?
Yep.
Because we believe we are all
Yeah.
a work in progress.
Correct.
Nobody has reached the top yet, right, Razi?
No.
How
We
about
are
the World
all work in
Championship of
progress.
Public Speaking?
They're all in work in progress in certain aspect of their life. Perhaps they're already at the top when it comes to delivering speeches, but then other aspect of their life, we are all work in progress.
So true. I
Yeah.
love this growth mindset.
Correct.
And of course, the last but not the least is always a challenge. But
Yeah.
in terms of how you want to evaluate, you can always evaluate yourself as well.
Yeah.
There are, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aspects
Yes.
that you can always evaluate. I'll just read to you. The first one, clarity, right?
Yeah.
Let us know whether you can speak clearly, very important, like what I'm doing right now.
Correct.
Enunciate each of the
Yes,
vowels and the
correct.
consonants
Yeah.
really clearly. And the second one is always vocal variety.
Vocal variety.
Vocal variety.
Next is eye contact, especially when you're delivering your speech in an online platform. Look at the pinhole.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like you're looking at your audience. Yeah.
If you feel like
Gesture is very
Yeah.
important. Your hand gesture. Yeah. How you do it. So hence, when it comes to online as well, it's very important for you to position yourself, so that people can see your hand gesture, your audience awareness, demonstrate awareness of audience engagement and needs.
Yes.
This is the time. Perhaps you look at the audience, they look a bit bored, then perhaps you crack a joke.
Yes.
Of course, you may not be able to do that for your icebreaker speech,
Yes.
but that would be good for you to be aware about your audience. Comfort levels, this is just as important. How comfortable you are with your audience so that you can take your speech to the next level by
Yes.
improving yourself, by looking at your comfort level.
Yes.
And last but not least, when it comes to interest, engage your audience with interesting, well-constructed content. Yeah.
Yes, it's so important.
Yeah.
Because of that, we just want to share with you, Dr. Rusty Smedley gave us a very strong core values in Toastmasters International. Is really the IRSE. We
Yep.
always speak from our heart, make sure your story is authentic so you can connect better.
Yeah.
That's integrity, and of course the R is respect, right? So there are certain topics we
Yep.
try to avoid in Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Just we want to respect everybody. What are usually the topics?
Correct.
Just
The next one, S.
is to serve.
Yeah.
Serve. Giving
Yeah.
a speech is also a form of serving the audience as well.
Correct.
So last but not least, we want to serve with the spirit of excellence.
Yeah.
That's why we craft our speech, we rehearse it,
Yep.
we get feedback from people who listen to you first, whether it's Ratzi, whether it's your parents,
Correct.
your spouse, your pets.
Yeah. So whatever you do, and this is what I believe, and this is what I always propagate. Always enjoy yourself, just like what Dr. Rusty Smedley said. We learn best in moments of enjoyment. Yeah, have fun.
Have fun.
Correct.
Yes.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of our breakfast talk on this
Yes.
topic, and we shall now open the room for questions. Yeah, if you have any
Yes.
question at all,
Bring us any questions.
Pat and
here.
I,
Yes.
will do our best to answer your questions.
Yes. Do I hear
Dr. Razzie Smedley.
That was so
Saiful.
fun. Saiful, yeah.
Yeah.
And also we want to give a shout to certainly Mandarin Oriental as well for giving us this opportunity to use their venue. And
Yeah.
by the way, they have perfect breakfast and meals here. If you're going to please come and visit this amazing place.
Yes.
And more so, we are here to serve with excellence. Thank you so much, Betty. Betty has been a great leader as well. So we thank
Correct.
you, Betty.
Yeah.
And thank you, Grace, for your acknowledgement. Yes, we were
Yes.
having certainly a lot of fun. We have so many ideas. In fact, we can continue
Correct.
talking again, but in the interest of time. So we want
And
to
at the same time, we
yes,
need to have our breakfast.
we need to have our breakfast. Yes. Yes.
All right. If you have no
Any
questions,
Or maybe just one question.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to share now. You know what? In Toastmasters, we learn to share as well. I was just too excited, so I dropped my mic. And thankfully, it's a carpet. So this is how we teamwork together, right? We also want to acknowledge our Pathways team behind the scene. You know, I'm so grateful to Ratzi recruited myself. And we also have Distinguished Toastmaster Lai Kwok Fook, who has already completed 11 path as well. And also Chester Liam, who has been helpful to us. He's our tech guy. And would have done it with the Mandarin as well. Mandarin Zoe Tan, if you're out there, send us love as well. Thank you so much. So this is a team that is here to serve you.
All right. And I would also like to thank the presence of our past district director, Grace Chan. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, to our club group director, I saw her just now, Hu Ying, Distinguished Toastmaster Hu Ying, for joining us this morning.
And then also our past area director, Betty
Puar,
Thank you so much for being here.
and
with
past
us.
area director in District 102, Saiful.
Saiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Saiful.
Then who else?
And who else we want to acknowledge? Janet. Janet is a great leader in
Yes.
Penang as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your motivation to learn. And
Balkis,
Woo!
past area director as well.
Yes, Balkis, my
Yeah.
amazing sister as well.
Yes.
And Amy Tia. Amy Tia, where are you from? Let us know because I don't recognize your name.
Thank you so much again, guys. Really appreciate that you spend your Sunday morning with us. Yeah. If you have not done your brisk walk yet this morning, I'm talking to Grace. You may go now and do your brisk walking. All right, so that's the time that we have, Pat, for this morning.
guess we
Yeah, we
still
have
have
another
5 more minutes, a few minutes or
4 to
so.
6 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let you take the center stage while I
wow.
go and search for the.
Okay, see, this is so amazing when we are here team working together. Now, I make Razzie work really hard. So a leader in Toastmasters, they certainly serve beyond their comfort zone. I'm so happy that, lost and found. Thank you. So
Alright.
I do have a question regarding Icebreaker now
Yes,
that
go ahead.
we are on this topic.
Mhm.
A lot of new members, can also have the idea of, oh my God, there's so many things I want to talk about. So what is one of the quickest hack that you can share with us so that we stay within time, the 4 to 6 minutes? What is the basic structure which is split the time? How much time you allocate for the opening? How much you allocate for the body? And last but not least, with the conclusion, and how many, what is the time management like for your 4 to 6 minute icebreaker? This is gold, by the way.
All right.
Please listen.
Okay. The time management, for the opening, it is about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then you spend about 4 to 5 minutes for the body of your speech, the content, and perhaps for you to spend about 3 to 4 points in your in the body of your speech, and of course for you to conclude it with a bang,
Perhaps with a bang.
With a call for action.
Call for action, CTA.
Yes.
Another
And
acronym out there.
yes,
Call to action.
Yes, with takeaway message as well, and that's how you end it. And perhaps you may want to start it with a bang as well. You may want to start it with a quote. You may want to start it with a questions. You may want to start it by by throwing some quiz, asking them some question in order to engage them. And that's what we are doing in icebreaker speech, just like any other speech. Then after that, once you have the evaluation from your evaluator, one thing that I would like to suggest for everyone is to have an open mind. Have an open mind when it comes to
so important.
The evaluation. Receive whatever that works for you. And if you think the suggestion by the evaluator is not for you, well, you may want to keep it aside first.
Let it go.
Keep it aside. And then you may want to revisit that after you have delivered 5 to 6 speeches. Perhaps then it makes sense. And that's what I do as well.
Yes.
And we are here to improve ourselves. And Icebreaker is really the springboard for us to do that in our Toastmasters journey. In fact, there are people actually who stop at Icebreaker speech because they don't feel comfortable. And here we are encouraging everyone for you to check your comfort level. And for you to be comfortable when delivering your icebreaker. And from then on, you can take it further to deliver all other projects required in your path.
Certainly. And here I would also like to add to all of you out there, leaders out there, I know you will be doing your best whenever you are evaluating icebreaker speech. And I thought, just based on my own experience, I just want to share with you, if possible, go ahead and communicate with your speaker, whoever is doing the icebreaker first. Let them know you're there to serve, you're there to help them. Because sometimes, especially introverted icebreaker speakers, they can feel very not comfortable. And, let's break the ice, evaluators out there, because you guys can really make the huge difference in terms of encouraging the new Toastmaster moving out there. Even for seasoned Toastmasters, everyone just loves encouraging. Everyone.
And don't forget to either have one of these, mentor or buddy. Mentor is very important for you, because they are there to guide you on how to deliver your speeches in level 1. But then don't wait for the mentor to guide you. You have to make the effort of contacting your mentor. Because your success is depending so much on your own action. Yes, correct.
Everyone, you own your own success. That's what I learned in Toastmasters.
And then of course the next one is the buddy. Let me tell you something. Perhaps we are about to end this session.
Hey, this is gold. This is gold. Please listen carefully.
When I joined Toastmasters, I joined it with a friend in HR. We made that commitment with each other. We are going to be here. We will do our best not to miss the meeting for the next 5 years. And we did that for the first 5 years. And in 5 years, I have not yet I wasn't yet a distinguished Toastmaster, but then I persevered and I did what I'm supposed to do to become a distinguished Toastmaster.
Wow, this
And
is so amazing.
after 6 years, I became a distinguished Toastmaster because of the decision that I made with my buddy.
Wow. Everything is possible
Yes,
in the
correct.
world of Toastmasters.
All right.
Toastmasters International,
All right.
where leaders are made.
We are signing off. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pat, for being my co-host this morning.
Yeah.
And we definitely learn a lot from each other. Thank
Yes, and I got to know Ratzi better. So
Thank
let's
you.
give a shout to our PQD Ratzi Yuso, Toastmaster of District 51. Come follow us on Facebook if you have not. Send us more questions, and we are here to serve. We are here to make our world a better place. Bye-bye.
Thank you.